What makes someone a true friend? Is it loyalty, kindness, or even the willingness to stand by you, no matter the cost? Today, we're diving into one of the most powerful stories of friendship ever told, a narrative of courage, sacrifice, and unshakable loyalty. It's the narrative of David and Jonathan, and it begins in a period of uncertainty and danger. Once upon a time, in a nation far, far away, a young shepherd named David lived a modest life, herding sheep in the hills of Bethlehem. David wasn't an ordinary shepherd, though. He had already encountered enormous hardships, including an incident that would change his life forever. One fateful day, David stood against a terrible giant named Goliath, armed with nothing but a sling, a few smooth stones, and unshakable faith. Against all obstacles, David succeeded, and his bravery earned him fame throughout the kingdom. But not all stories finish with the adulation of a crowd. For David, this was merely the beginning. After his victory, David's life took an unexpected turn. King Saul, the ruler of Israel, invited him to dwell at the royal palace. At first, it appeared like a dream come true. There, among the magnificence of the court, David encountered a compassionate and honorable young man, Jonathan, the son of King Saul. You might imagine antagonism between them. After all, Jonathan was the prince, the successor to the throne. But instead of jealousy, Jonathan respected David's boldness and humility. From their initial meeting, a close tie of friendship was developed. Jonathan and David spent endless days together, sharing their aspirations, worries, and dreams. They laughed, told stories, and encouraged each other through life's hardships. It didn't take long for them to recognize that their friendship was something remarkable. One day, Jonathan made a promise to David. No matter what the future contained, he would always protect him. As a symbol of his dedication, Jonathan handed David his royal robe, his sword, his bow, and his belt. These weren't simply regular gifts. They were indications of Jonathan's affection and respect, a proclamation that he valued their friendship above all else. But not everyone was delighted with David's burgeoning popularity. King Saul, Jonathan's father, grew increasingly jealous of David. Saul's envy developed into fury and anger into hatred. Before long, David's life was in jeopardy. Saul's previously friendly manner was replaced with bitterness, and he attempted to hurt the young shepherd who had once brought him so much pride. Jonathan found himself in a heart-wrenching position. He loved his father, but he also liked his friend. Jonathan's loyalty to David never wavered, and when he learnt of Saul's plot to kill him, he felt he had to intervene. Late one night, under the cover of darkness, Jonathan concocted a secret plot to warn David. "David," he said, "I will go to the field where you'll be hiding. I'll bring my bow and shoot arrows. If the arrows fly near, that signifies it's safe. But if they go far, you must leave promptly to protect yourself." The next day, Jonathan carried out his plan. He shot the arrows deep into the field, suggesting to David that the danger was serious. Hidden amid the trees, David watched and comprehended what his friend was telling him. It was time to leave. Before David went, the two pals met one more time. In the quiet of the night, they embraced, tears flowing down their faces. They understood this might be their final goodbye. Jonathan spoke softly but firmly. "Go in peace, David. Remember the promise we made before the Lord. No matter where life leads us, our tie will stay unbroken." David departed the castle, heartbroken yet appreciative for the gift of such a true friend. Though they were separated by distance and circumstance, Jonathan's friendship stayed with David for the rest of his life. Even years later, when Jonathan was no longer at his side, David respected their tie by caring for Jonathan's family and upholding the commitments they had made. The story of David and Jonathan is more than just a narrative from ancient times. It's a timeless reminder of what it takes to be a real friend. Their friendship wasn't founded on convenience or personal advantage. It was built on trust, sacrifice, and unshakable commitment. Jonathan risked everything, even his connection with his father, to protect David. And David, in turn, demonstrated loyalty and kindness that lingered beyond their years together. What can we learn from their story? True friendship requires standing by someone even when it's hard. It involves keeping your promises and placing their well-being above your own. It involves looking past disparities, whether in status, background, or circumstances, and recognizing the heart of the person. So, if you think about the individuals in your life, ask yourself, who are your Jonathans, and how can you be a Jonathan to someone else? Friendship, like the story of David and Jonathan, is one of life's greatest treasures. Let's treasure it and seek to live out the qualities that make it so wonderful. With that stated, thanks for watching, and until next time.